It's time for To the Max Sports, where we talk about sports. They're just two guys, Max and Drew, in a bar talking all things sports. Well, without the bar. And the beer. Wait, why aren't we in the bar?
Good morning, everybody.
I just wanted that feedback for a little bit.
Great job, Bob. Good morning. It's Friday, May 12th. Welcome to the Max Sports. I'm here this morning in front of the camera solo, but Bob is with me behind the camera.
Yep, I'm here with you in spirit.
In spirit. And he has duct tape in one hand and a pair of scissors and one copper penny in the other. I don't know what he's doing. There he goes. There's video. We have it. Good morning.
Yes. Okay, narcissist, you can finally see yourself.
Bob's putting his shoes back on because he had to use his foot to tighten one of the screws. But we're on this morning. Yay, good morning, guys. All right. Well, welcome, and thank you guys for being here. Before we get started, I am wearing a different cap this morning for a reason, a good reason. It's Texas Tech, and I wanted to give a shout out to my niece who graduated last weekend. She got a degree. Very proud of her. She's awesome. She worked very, very hard. I just wanted to say congratulations, Ashley Grace Arredondo. Great job. We're all proud of you. So if you're following us, I'm waving and I'm saying guns up. Great job.
And if she's not following us, why not?
Exactly. You should. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. So this is for you. Well, Bob, it's been a couple of weeks, but man, this is pretty exciting. I really confuse a lot of people when I make this comment. This is the best time of year for me. Let me explain why.
Okay.
NFL draft, right? The schedule's out. The NBA is having the playoffs, which is about to narrow down here. The NHL is having their playoffs as well. And we have baseball that just kind of ramped up a little bit. We're not kind of at the halfway point, but we're at a good point for baseball.
We're not even at the All-Star break yet.
I was going to get there, but it's a great time of year. I love it. Everything's getting started. But, I mean, it doesn't compare to around, October. I get that. But, man, it gives me something to watch, and I really enjoy it. So, especially now with, let's talk about it. The NFL just came out with their schedule. Can we go over the first week?
Absolutely.
All right. So the first week, the NFL has the Thursday night game, which is going to be the opener Thursday, September 7th, and it's going to be the Lions versus Kansas City. So what do you think? The Lions put up a fight in that game?
I like Dan Campbell. I'm probably not going to be watching this game.
Probably not.
I'll watch it because it's game one of the season, but as to kind of my thoughts as to is it competitive, is it good football? Detroit for me has a long tradition of not being particularly good. Now they had a good run at the end of last year, and Dan Campbell is a very, very nice guy and very, very colorful. Got to like Dan Campbell, but
yeah, I think they kind of peaked too early last year. So
now this game's going to be on NBC,
correct?
So that's really, really nice. And then we transition to the Sunday night game, which is going to draw like gangbusters because it always does, even when they suck.
Let me guess. It's the Cowboys and the Giants?
Cowboys and the Giants.
Cowboys and the Giants. And they did that for the ratings. And, of course, like you said, it's going to have max ratings out there. And they want to open up that weekend. I mean, they do. So that's going to be a good game that everyone's going to sit back and watch it. And they're excited about that first weekend.
Yep. And then we end that week, Buffalo at the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, welcome to the AFC.
Hit the button, Bob. Aaron Rodgers.
I don't care.
Okay, but with that being said, someone cares because it is the Jets on Monday night.
I think the Jets' schedule for the next season is a little bit somebody in the NFL front office going, I really didn't appreciate all the attention that Aaron Rodgers got. Now that we finally have a place for him, here's your schedule.
When you look at the Jets schedule, it's one of those things where it's put up or shut up now for Aaron Rodgers. I know he's going to go on Pat McAfee about the 5th or 6th week of the season when he's on Pat McAfee's show, and he has to explain, why are you 2-3? I kind of...
I mean, he's got 2 games in there that I think are good games for them. Yeah, the Broncos and the Patriots.
Okay, those are 2 wins right there.
Those could be 2 wins.
And about the other 3?
The other 4, Bills, Cowboys, Chiefs, Eagles.
No, not the Eagles. He's not going to win that. The Chiefs, not going to win that. And then you said the Bills?
Mm-hmm. Starts the season off with the Bills at home.
I think the Bills are going to win that one. And the Cowboys, honestly, that defense, they're going to go after Aaron Rodgers. So,
yeah.
Again, he's going to be on Pat McAfee starting the 6th week, and he's going to have to explain why they're 2-3. So, but we'll see. That's what the exciting part is. Very good. I'm excited. I'm glad that the schedule's out. Now it's a time everybody's kind of making predictions. So we'll see. As long as we can get everybody through the off season, the summer camps and all that, and with good health, this season's going to be really, really exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, we have, I think we're in the 2nd rookie camps already.
Yeah.
I think I've seen video of Aaron Rodgers.
I don't care.
Practicing with his future teammates, which is a good thing because he didn't do this with the Packers last year. So,
and that could be a difference. And they did pretty good in the draft as well. He's got weapons now.
They did, but you're sitting up against the Bills in that same division, and if Tua can possibly play a season without getting his bell rung another time.
Yeah.
Look at Miami. And then you look at the rest of the AFC. Man, AFC is murderer's row.
Well, let's pause there for a second. Wait a minute. So where do you see the Jets in that division?
Not winning it, for sure.
Well, who wins the division?
Bills.
And who's second? Miami? Probably.
Depending on how many games Tua plays. If Tua goes down to another head injury early in the season, then all bets are off. Jets are in 2nd place.
What about
the Patriots? Meh.
No? Okay.
Nah.
Well, we'll see. Aaron's got to make sure that he stays the king of New York, which he is right now currently, but hopefully he can sustain that and keep a nice little following. He needs some wins early. So
I don't know. Get out of the NFL, go host Jeopardy.
Oh, okay. So with that being said, we're going to talk about the NBA. And right now with the NBA, it's pretty exciting because I'm watching every game. And, the Lakers are playing the Warriors right now. They, for whatever reason, could not put them away. And instead of winning that series, they let them back in. So the Lakers are up 3-2.
Yeah, but you weren't expecting the Lakers to win Game 5 on the road. Were you? Really?
And I thought, with the way the Warriors were playing off, on, cold, hot, it just too many issues. I thought, okay, please, let's just win this game so we can move on. They didn't do that, and now it's a little bit scary. But I still have the Lakers winning that series and playing against Denver. With the West, I have Denver coming out of the West.
Jokic looks stout. He looked really good in that series against the Suns and made what I thought was a pretty good team kind of look a little foolish a little bit, especially in that last game.
I have a question for you. Is he underrated? I think he's one of the best. One of the best that I've seen for a big man in the last 15 years. Because this guy can step out and shoot. He can play defense. He can assist. I mean, he's doing a lot of that. He's a game changer, and he's doing it. And I don't see him getting, in my opinion, maybe I'm missing something.
Well, I mean, he's never going to be on the cover of Men's Fitness.
Okay, but he's carrying that team.
He is carrying that team, and he's really, really good. I was disappointed with the NBA giving him a $25,000 fine for hitting Ishbia in the crowd the other day.
But he put his hands on him first.
I don't care. Ishbia was holding on to the ball. As a fan, you don't do that. If I said this a couple days ago to a couple friends, if Ishbia doesn't pay his fine, Ishbia is an idiot.
If you and I were in the front row, Bob, first of all, and we go after the ball, we grab it, right, and we put our hands on a player, we're going to get kicked out of the arena. And they're not going to let us back, and they're going to take their ball.
Yeah, but we're going to be on the big screen.
On the big screen, yeah. Well, if we own a team, we can take as many balls as we want and walk off with them.
Exactly. So I don't know. I mean, my only worry about the Lakers, and I don't know where the schedule falls out. If the Lakers close this out tonight at home, how many days rest before they have to play Game 1 against the Nuggets? For me, that's going to be interesting. I mean, they're going to be on the road to Denver.
Altitude.
Lay an egg in Game 1 because they're not rested. Who knows? I I would like to see the Lakers at full strength, fully rested, and see what that squad can do. I've been very, very impressed with what they've done depth-wise on their bench and players coming off the bench. And so that was all trade deadline stuff. They really revamped that whole team and really set themselves up for success. And AD has been playing way above his head and he hasn't been injured, which is other than getting hit in the head the other day. We're still waiting to hear about that. Yeah. AD's been playing amazing. Defensively, did you see that at the end of the game against Curry? I can't move that fast, and I'm not that size.
I want him to be consistent, though.
Yeah.
If he can do that in this series, they win this series against the Warriors. They take him down. They go against Denver, and let's have him play very consistent for that series, and that's going to be a great, great series, and I can't wait to watch that. Now, with the Eastern Division, man, it's a crapshoot. I don't know if the Knicks are going to beat the Heat are going to beat the Knicks, the 76ers. I don't know. Out of those four, it's a crapshoot, but
it's been really good series on both sides there.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of counted the Celtics out a little bit. Tatum just was in a horrible slump. He was colder than Antarctica, and then all of a sudden finally turns it on. My problem, for me, I am suspect on the Celtics because of coaching. I don't like rookie coaches generally, and a lot of what I've seen of failures of the Celtics so far in the playoffs, I put a lot of it down to coaching. Yeah. That one series where they were in overtime and they had a chance to win the game on a jumper, which only got off like a half a second late. Bringing the ball down slowly, that's a coaching problem. Okay, the players should have better game sense. I give that as well, but that's the coaching. But,
so with that being said, do you have the 76ers or the Boston Celtics moving on?
I think it's the 76ers, even though I think the Celtics are a better roster top to bottom.
Okay.
I mean, physically, athletically, I think they are better equipped top to bottom on their roster, but Harden's playing out of his head, man.
Yeah, I like it.
And if he continues to play out of his head and Embiid plays a normal Embiid game, okay, I'm good with that.
See, and that's what I want to watch. My heart, I really want the 76ers. I want them to move on, take down the Celtics. But then on the other side, man, Butler, I love him with the Heat, and I would like to see the Heat and the 76ers. And I think the Heat will move on to play Denver in the NBA championship.
That would be. Let's do this a little bit differently. The Lakers go on win Game 6 tonight. Mm-hmm. Go and play Denver, and somehow they're able to contain Jokic.
I see where you're going with this.
And now we have the Lakers and the Heat, the 7 seed and the 8 seed
yes,
playing for the championship.
And more important, can you imagine those ratings? Because that's what television wants.
Oh no, I mean. The NBA front office is salivating about a LeBron in the finals.
Again, yeah.
I think they would probably rather see LeBron in the finals against the Celtics than the Heat, just because of that draw. Or the Knicks. Yeah. You know, if the Knicks could somehow advance past the Heat, I think those are better draws than either the 76ers or the Heat, the Knicks or the Celtics, but we'll see.
I don't think the Knicks have enough, especially with that. But after you get through Brunson, and he's carrying that team. So I think once you get him kind of settled down a little bit, playing him on defense. So we'll see. So I have the Heat and the Nuggets, and I like the Nuggets.
Okay.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
And speaking of playoffs, we're going to go, and man, I am really, really catching on to hockey. And my Dallas Stars are playing the Kraken out of Seattle. Right now they're up 3-2. And I have Dallas moving on in that series, playing Las Vegas Golden Knights. Their series is tied right now. They're playing the Oilers, but I'd like to see the Golden Knights move on in the Western Division. And I don't see anybody beating Florida. I didn't even know Florida had 2 hockey teams, but they do. But mm-hmm. Florida Panthers are up on the Maple Leafs 3-1. Mm-hmm. So Florida's really good. They're really good.
No, I'm going to make the joke, but I don't like hockey teams having competitive success in cities where there isn't any standing ice at any point in the year.
Yeah.
So Vegas, even Dallas a little bit,
Florida,
Florida.
Yeah.
But, Edmonton's, they're neck and neck right now with the Golden Knights, so we'll see.
Maybe it is the Oilers, Edmonton, but I still going for the Stars, so we'll see. I like to see another Stanley Cup displayed in Dallas. So.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what else is going on this week before we wrap?
Well, let's see. We have a little bit going forward. We have the Preakness coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
We have PGA Championship next weekend. Tiger officially did not enter, which I think we all expected for the PGA. We're losing horses in horse racing.
Wow.
That's just been crazy.
That's sad. It really is on how that's all turning out. I mean, you get ready to watch a horse race, and then they're talking about how many horses there are no longer with us. That's crazy.
I mean, they lost a horse on Derby Day during one of the races. They had a couple horses drop dead during training earlier in the week. They had a Derby horse during practice that had to be put down. So I think it's a cyclical thing. I mean, other than drugging horses up and doing bad, nasty things, and that trainer had 2 horses go down, has been suspended.
Good.
And other than that, it's just it's the business. It's the nature of horse racing. These are high performance athletes. I think possibly this is, for me, maybe it's a little bit of an analog to baseball these days with pitchers who are going down with Tommy John surgeries when they're 21 because they're single things. They don't get all of the repetition, all the cross training. I think these horses are not doing a lot of racing coming up into these big races, especially for horses that are going to be Kentucky Derby qualified, that they're not racing all that much. And even so, once they get done, they're going right out to stud. A lot of these horses that have success in the Triple Crown races don't race ever again.
That's crazy. I'm surprised PETA hadn't been out there making more noise.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
But I mean, the noise more than they have, or they should be. But we'll see.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not going to get on that bandwagon of horse racing should be banned and all that. These horses are magnificent. They are magnificent athletes. I listened to a sportscaster who I very much respect, and this is at the turn of the 20th, the millennium, and he was asked to rate his top athletes of the century, and he put Secretariat in at like 7 or 8, and he wanted to put Secretariat in at like 3.
3, yeah. I mean, they are athletes. And
Secretariat.
Wow.
I mean, if anyone's on here who's never seen video of his performances, specifically the Belmont,
wow,
the second place horse you can't see. He was out so far ahead, and these are not like nags down at your little Muni horse track. These are top athletes, and Secretariat just destroyed them.
Domination.
And Secretariat was a gorgeous looking horse.
Domination back in the prime when Mike Tyson was dominating. But anyway, well, good things are happening, especially with sports. Like I said in the beginning, it's my second time, or the second for me favorite time of year. I love everything that's going on right now, so I'm excited. I'm in front of a television as much as I can. Check out all these playoff games. So I'm excited. It'll get me through the summer on the other side of August into September, it'll bring back the NFL and college football.
Yeah. So just to kind of loop back on the NFL for you, what does your Cowboys schedule look like?
Pretty, well,
let's see. Giants, Jets, Cardinals, Patriots. You could very easily walk out of there 4-0. From the first 4 weeks. Then you're going to run into a buzzsaw with my boys, the 49ers. LA Rams, we'll see where they are. LA Chargers, and then the LA Rams.
And then the Rams, yeah.
And then you start going through the rest of the NFC East. You have Philadelphia, New York. You play Carolina. You'll probably be facing at that point in the season, week 11, Bryce Young under center.
Yes.
Washington Commanders, who may have a new owner by then. Did you see that?
Saw that, yeah. Yeah, saw that. Interesting.
Seattle Seahawks, Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, the Lions, and end at the Commanders. That actually looks like a pretty easy schedule.
They said there was the fourth toughest, quote unquote, and then the Eagles have the number one toughest schedule. To me, I have a question on that, Bob. When they say toughest schedule, is a lot of that ratings and numbers, are they because of last year? Because when I look at it this year, just to kind of 2 seconds here when I'm rolling down, the Giants are going to be the Giants. What difference or moves have they made? I see them as the Giants. That's a win there. The Jets and the Cowboys, I see that, in Dallas, now Dallas will pull that one off. The Cardinals, they're not going to have Murray. Cowboys will win that. Patriots, the Cowboys are going to win that. 49ers, I just don't see that. That's going to be a good game. And you know what? They're playing in San Fran. That's going to be San Fran's win. Chargers and the Cowboys, the Rams, Cowboys. But then the Eagles, it's probably another loss. And then the Giants, they're gonna lose one out of those two games, and that's another loss. The Panthers, they'll win that one. But Washington's going to sneak up and take one this year. Seattle, they can lose to Seattle. The Eagles, they can lose to the Eagles. The Bills, they can lose to the Bills. The Dolphins, as long as Tua's healthy, okay, that's maybe a loss there. And then the last two, maybe a couple wins. I don't see them going 11 or 12 wins. So,
but again, it is the NFC East, and the book on the NFC East over the last 20 years is you don't get repeat divisional winners.
No.
So if it's not the Eagles, then who? And there ain't many teams in the division. I believe it's 4. So you have the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Commanders.
Okay, you convinced me the Cowboys are going to go 18-0.
No, they're not going to go 18-0. Here's my prediction for the Cowboys, which is almost my prediction for the Cowboys every year.
Uh-huh.
Win the division. Host a playoff game because you ain't getting the bye. Just don't even think about that.
Okay.
But you're going to host it. You're going to host a game in the first weekend, and you're going to lose.
Oh, great! Now you made me sad again. Well, hopefully they can all stay healthy. We'll have a great season, and we'll wait till next year to say, this is our year to go back to the Super Bowl. I've been saying that for 25 years.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, great. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone. Make sure you subscribe and continue to watch the show. And again, Ashley, great job. Proud of you.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thank you, guys.